Hello. It works. It works. I can start. Good morning and a warm welcome to our respected delegates and participants to the third International Conference on Bioprocess for Sustainable Environment and Energy, ICSEE India 2022, organized by the Department of Biotechnology and Medical Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Rourkela, India. Anthropogenic activities worldwide have indeed brought development and modernization, but have caused tremendous environmental pollution. Thus, there is an urgent need to intervene, reconsider, and develop sustainable bioprocessing approaches to remediate the waste, producing cleaner and greener fuels along with value-added chemicals. With this motto, the ICBSEE in India 2022 has been planned to provide a platform for the eminent research scientists, scholars, and academicians to discuss and disseminate the cutting-edge bioprocessing technologies from the research lab to their transition into field scale for establishing a sustainable environment. Without wasting time, let us move forward with the inauguration ceremony. I now request our esteemed guest, Mr. P.K. Satapathy, Sir, Executive Director, Personnel and Administration from the Rourkela Steel Plant, the Honorable Chief Guest of ICBSEE India 2022, to please occupy the chair on the dais. Thank you, everyone. Flowers are the bounty of nature, which express humility and tenderness of human emotions. They reflect both warmth and welcome. I now request Sangeeta and Goody to honor our guest with the bouquet as an expression of our affection and reverence. Light has served as the metaphor for knowledge to defeat the darkness of ignorance. It marks the beginning of auspicious moment and events. I now take this opportunity to request the dignitaries on the dais to do the honor and mark the beginning of the conference through the lighting of lamp and pay a tribute to Mother Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge.
We need to sing from here. This mic.
माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरिणी जगत जननी ज्वाला मुखी माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा कीजे सुदृष्टि कीजे सुदृष्टि सेवक जान अपना इतना वरदान दीजिए तान ताल और अलाप बुद्धि अलंकार शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरिणी जगत जननी ज्वाला मुखी माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा.
Thank you, everyone. To welcome is to show honor. To welcome is to establish integrity. On that note, I now invite Dr. Angana Sarkar, Madam, the Organizing Secretary of ICBSEE India 2022 from the Department of Biotechnology and Medical Engineering, NIT Rourkela, to kindly enlighten us about the conference and deliver the welcome address.
A very good morning to all. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, Executive Director, Personnel and Administration, Cell, Rourkela Steel Plant, respected Director Sir, NIT Rourkela, and all other dignitaries on and off the dais. Myself, Dr. Angana Sarkar, on behalf of the Organizing Committee of the 3rd International Conference on Bioprocess for Sustainable Environment and Energy, ICBSEE India 2022, wholeheartedly welcome you all in the auspicious event. It gives me immense pleasure to you welcome in this event, and it is more prestigious for me that I am welcoming all the dignitaries who are eminent in this field. I am fortunate enough to have Professor Uma Maheswar Rao as the Chief Patron, Professor Kunal Pal as Chairperson, and my colleague Professor Kusturi Datta as Joint Convener, and most energetic and dynamic students to organize such a beautiful event. As we all know, from past 2 years, the entire world came to a standstill due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As a result, the schedule of our conference affected as well and had to be shifted slightly. We have gone through COVID-19 situation worldwide and in India as well. We express our deepest condolence to the families of the dignitaries we have lost in this pandemic. But by the virtue of life, we have to move forward, no matter the circumstances. Likewise, here we are with the third edition of our international conference ICBSEE 2022. But considering the all prevailing situation worldwide, we are still being be able to conduct this conference on full offline mode. So we are proceeding with the hybrid mode. The first 2 days of this conference will be full online mode and the next 3 days of the conference will be hybrid mode. ICBSEE 2020 will enlighten the field of energy, environment and bioprocess. The main theme of the conference is Bioprocess from Research to the Life, which covers a wide range of critically important sessions. The major focus of ICBSEE 2022 is to highlight the recent innovation in the development of bioprocess strategies towards sustainable energy development and waste management for a clean and green environment. It will provide a platform for the interaction between scientists, communities around the world and aims in the establishing pollution-free, sustainable environment by accelerating the cutting-edge bioprocess technologies. Emphasis has been given to incorporate industry personnel for shifting academic research towards industrial implementation with consistence of our broader thematic area. The conference will provide special sessions focusing on research for improvement of the production of renewable energy such as biodiesel, bioethanol, jet fuel, etc. and bioremediation of waste aiming the value generation, sustainable and energy efficient wastewater treatment, omics for novel biomolecules, metabolomics for novel pathway elucidation, biomass and biosensor for pollutant detections, etc. We have started this conference in the year of 2018 and conducted the second series in 2020. After receiving a great response from the delegates and participants from our first and second series, we inspired to organize this third series. We are delighted to inform you that from series 1, we have published special issue in different journals like Biocatalyst and Agricultural Biotechnology, International Biodeterioration and Biodegradation, and few in Preparative Biochemistry and Biotechnology journal. We have successfully published special issue in the Environmental Science and Pollution Research and International Biodeterioration and Biodegradation, Environmental Quality Monitoring and Ecotoxicology journals from the second series of this conference. This time also we are not only limited with the conference but also we have come with the special issues of the journal including International Biodeterioration and Degradation, Environmental Quality Management, Sustainable Energy Technologies and Assessments, Applied Biochemistry and Biotechnology, Environmental Science and Pollution Research and few more. This time we are delighted to know that you are able to listen eminent speakers from the worldwide. So we are international keynote speaker, Professor G. Dongu, Professor Abdul Wahab, Professor Pete Lenz, Professor Ulla Lassi, Professor Pusun Bhattacharya, Professor Noor, Professor Yanglang Jilang, Professor Eldon R. Rene. And we are having keynotes from national Professor Ashok Pandey, Professor Prabhakar Sangurmat, Professor Ramkrishna Sen, Professor Kanan Praksirajan, Professor Rintu Banerjee, Professor Sanjay Ghosh, Professor Punnoslok Bhaduri, Dr. Thalada Bhaskar, and Dr. Naveen Kumar Dhal. We would like to thank all the organizing committee members, international and national advisory committee members, steering committee members, keynotes and invited speakers, series advisors, delegates and participants for their contribution on this emerging international conference. We also acknowledge the active participation of our students to make this event successful. We are grateful to the editors of the journals who provided us opportunity of publishing the work for delegates. We also thank our sponsors of the events, Hygiene Bioserve Lab Private Limited, NIT Rourkela, Diamond Jubilee Event, SB Scientific, Scion International, and Azure. I would like to provide special thanks to our chief guest, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, for being here with us to make this event glorified. Throughout the 5 days of this conference, you would learn from our honorable keynote speakers from all over the globe, and we have arranged a paper and poster presentation opportunity for our delegates to put forward their reforming thoughts in the vast field, and at the end we will conclude the conference with an entertaining cultural program. And I hope you all will enjoy the upcoming proceedings. Now I would like to welcome again all the delegates and participants who are physically present here and also who are attending the event online. I would like to conclude my talk with this message: please take care of the nature, and the nature will automatically take care of yourself. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. We are extremely privileged to have with us Shri Pramod Kumar Satapathy, Executive Director, Personnel and Administration from the Rourkela Steel Plant, as our esteemed chief guest. Mr. Pramod Kumar Satapathy holds a BE degree in Civil Engineering from UCE, Burla, and Master's degree from REC Rourkela. He joined Rourkela Steel Plant, RSP, as Assistant Manager in 1991. After working in the areas of modernization projects, logistics, and center making in various positions, he was promoted to the post of Executive Director, Personnel and Administration in RSP. His technical acumen, coupled with dedication and sincere efforts, helped him rise in the organizational hierarchy. He was awarded the coveted Jawahar Award for his extraordinary contributions to the steel plant in the year 2014. As the head of personnel and administration of RSP, his strong belief in spreading positively, creating cohesion, and adding the extra personal touch has helped in strengthening the synergy in the plant and society. I now take this opportunity to invite Mr. P.K. Satapathy to inspire our participants with his encouraging words of wisdom.
Namaskar. Respected Director NIT, Professor Uma Maheshwar Rao, dignitaries on the dais, delegates of the dais, and those connect. Very good morning to all of you. I am extremely privileged to have the opportunity to address you at this important moment when the Department of Biotechnology and Medical Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Rourkela, is organizing an international conference on bioprocess for sustainable environment and energy. It is always an honor to be able to motivate young minds. In fact, I remember my college days when we were appearing 16 students in this hall for the post-graduation exam. So when there was gap was around 15 feet among the students. Very difficult environment. Now this has been converted to an auditorium. Friends, we know that climate change is the single greatest threat to sustainable future, but at the same time, addressing the climate change presents a golden opportunity to promote prosperity, security, and brighter future for all. I would like to take pride in saying NIT Rourkela is one of the best among NITs. NIT Rourkela has always produced potential and worthy citizen for the nation. ICBSEE 2022 being held for the third time, this time due to COVID effect, it is happening in hybrid mode, making things easy for the participants. ICBSEE 2022 gather knowledgeable experts on the subject. It helps to share knowledge, enhance common understandings, and give participants a platform to exchange ideas, discover novel opportunities, reacquaint with colleagues, meet new friends, and broaden their knowledge. New approach to competition, shared data, building trust, and preparing the workforce for the future. A roadmap needs to be laid down for training the workforce to be a more skilled and adaptive workforce and thought leaders. We have gathered here at this conference to motivate and inspire young minds. All scientists, researchers, and industrialists have come here with the same motto, sustainable environment and energy. This theme directs every research towards healthy earth and a secure future. Including industrialists in such prestigious conference will induce a faster effect on a greener and cleaner environment. I thank the entire Biotechnology and Medical Engineering Department of the National Institute of Technology Rourkela for inviting me to this occasion. I would like to inform you that our new hot strip mill 2 is operating on a zero liquid discharge, and we are now installing treatment system 1, treatment system 2, and treatment system 3 under execution by project department to have zero liquid discharge. We will be recycling all the wastewater into and reuse it. Any of the students interested can visit the RSP premises and see the arrangements. Already ZLD is implemented in hot strip mill 2 and other areas are under progress. So thank you all for inviting me here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. A conference is a celebration of knowledge. Laurels may add one's fames, but in special cases, they add the thirst to explore, to contribute more to the community in this challenging world. I feel extremely proud and overwhelmed to welcome one such eminent personality and key person behind the decisions taken in this esteemed institution, Professor Dr. K. Umamaheshwar Rao, the Honorable Director of NIT Rourkela and the patron of this event. We are extremely obliged to have Professor Rao with us. I take this opportunity to kindly request Dr. Rao sir to grace the occasion with a few words.
Honorable Chief Guest of this international conference, Mr. Pramod Kumar Satpathy, and other distinguished dignitaries on the dais, and my dearest faculty members, students, and other participants across the world, a very good morning to all of you. And I'm really happy to be present here to express my views about these bioprocesses for the sustainable environment and then energy. Right. A lot has been really realized, the importance of environment in which we are living in and the energy. In that, what exactly is the contribution of bioprocesses so that it becomes sustainable for the next generations to have a peaceful life on the earth. For some reasons, knowingly or unknowingly, we are stepping out of the norms in trying to violate the procedures to be adopted to make the environment safe for everyone. We thought that this planet Earth belongs to the human race alone, and we have been really violating that one for the day when it became civilized. We have been cutting down the trees, killing the animals, birds and everything for whatever the reason. Right? And today we have come to a point of inflection that there is no boundaries about the seasons. And we are really, unseasonal rains are there, unseasonal heat is there, unseasonal cold is there. Across the globe, it is not at one place. This is one. It is all our own making. And then just now we have heard that COVID-19 has really put this particular conference on a back foot. And we really do not know whether COVID is again our own making or it has happened because of our making of the playing with the environment. Because it is already scientifically proven that there are so many, the bacteria lying underground or lying under the cap, and then once this cap melts out, I think there is many more viruses which are likely to come after this COVID-19. COVID-19 only gave us a jolt. Jolt is reminding, this nature, the mother nature has given us a jolt that you have violated left and right. And now you be ready for the next generation. And I don't know whether how much of us are really committed to this one. It is not just by, I am really trying to take this particular opportunity standing here on the dais. I would like to really make my words strong, a strong message. A conference will have an objective only when we leave the message very strong, which is going into the seams of our thought process. Otherwise, we will be violating the planet Earth, right? Considering that it belongs to me, right? It belongs to every other life on the earth. It is not the ownership of any human being to really play with that one. So now I wish that this international conference will really highlight the various bioprocesses by which we can really save the planet Earth. By that we mean we have got to save the air, we have got to save the plants and fauna, and then we have got to save the water. The less I speak about the water crisis, the better it is, because right, just in another 5 to 6 years down the line, right, you will be facing that. Right? As it is, we are now purchasing the bottled water, paying a lot of money into that one. And then I make a request to all of you, all the participants. If you open the lid of the bottle, you have got to consume the entire water. You carry the bottle and then consume. Don't waste a single drop of water. It is very expensive. And second thing is that, unfortunately, it is now packed in plastic. Take care of this plastic. Right? I really do not want that the campus, not campus alone, right? That is the first step for us to really take about the process which we have got to take care of environment. Plastic free zone. We have no choice because the water is there now in bottle, plastic bottle, but it becomes our responsibility to put them at some point where it can be recollected and then reused or whatever it is. Okay, this is the second one. And then let us not litter the plastic all around the campus. Let that message go from this particular the conference to everyone, the resident on the campus. Now coming to the energy, again we are all again fixed up in that particular the thought that we in our country we do not have any other choice other than burning coal. And when we are burning coal, let me just remind you that only 40% of it is useful. The remaining 60% is not useful. And then we never thought that a day will come when this waste which we are really creating by burning coal will create a havoc there. Okay, carbon footprints, I really do not have to say that one. Today Delhi has become uninhabitable in winter, peak winters. You have breathlessness, right? When you really do not take air to the full capacity of your lungs, right? I don't have to tell you. You become, just now we have seen the soot coming out from the diya, okay? If the entire city becomes like that, just imagine, sit in a room where there is smoke, and are you comfortable or not? You please check for yourself. When you think that you are not comfortable, the planet Earth is not comfortable. No one is comfortable. Have you realized that we have lost so many birds? There are no birds. Sparrows are really sparingly seen around us. Where? Where is their right to live on the planet Earth? It is all our making. If one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, if all the life on the planet is eliminated for our comfort, we haven't realized that it doesn't take much time for us to get eliminated completely from the face of the earth. That doesn't become sustainable. Okay? Energy and environment. These are the utmost important issues which it is not just understanding the English. The essence of that one should be understood by every single person, attending online, attending offline. And with these few words, I wish that this particular international conference will highlight, right, what are the measures to be taken by every single registered participant of this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for taking time out of your busy schedule and addressing the gathering with encouraging words. Now I request our Honorable Head of Biotechnology and Medical Engineering Department and Chairman of this conference, Professor Kunal Pal, sir, to share his valuable knowledge and experience describing in a brief the departmental research activities.
A very good morning to one and all present here. First of all, I would like to welcome our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor Uma Maheshwar Rao. We are pleased to have Mr. P.K. Satpathy, EDPNA and projects Rourkela Steel Plant, Steel Authority of India Limited, SEL, as the chief guest. I welcome you, sir. I thank them for taking time out of their busy schedule to be present in the inaugural session of the third international conference on bioprocess for sustainable environment and energy, ICBSEE 2022. The theme of the conference is environment, energy, bioprocess and omics, etc. I am pleased to welcome all the esteemed guests and participants in this 5-day conference who have come from various walks of life. My younger and dynamic colleagues, Professor Kasturi Datta and Professor Angana Sarkar, are organizing this conference on behalf of our beloved department. My colleagues have left no stone unturned to make this conference as interactive as possible and have built a stimulating scientific program. I am sure this conference will trigger lively discussion and help nurture the young minds toward thinking about the technological innovations. This conference will allow all the participants to interact with distinguished personalities from academia and industries across the globe. I want to thank and acknowledge the efforts of the support team members who have worked hard to bring the conference into today's reality. I request all the delegates and the participants actively participate in all the activities for the next 5 days. I wish everyone a successful and fruitful conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for addressing the gathering with such valuable insights. I now request our esteemed guest, as a token of appreciation and gratitude, I now request Dr. Angana Sarkar, Madam, to present the memento to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Satapathy, sir.
then where TRTG we have got waste gas से भी हम लोग 40 megawatt generate करते हैं, that is green energy, the blast furnace gas and all. But majority of it is
Now, I request Dr. Kasturi Datta Madam to honor our esteemed director, sir, with a memento to express our gratitude and reverence. Now I would like to request Dr. Angana Sarkar ma'am to present the memento to our head of Department of Biotechnology and Medical Engineering NIT Rourkela, Professor Kunal Pal, sir. Yes, no. Okay. I now request our esteemed guest on the dais to release the book of abstract for the ICBSEE India 2022.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We have now come to the end of the inauguration ceremony. On that note, I request Dr. Kasturi Datta Madam, the organizing secretary of the ICBSEE India 2022 from the Department of Biotechnology and Medical Engineering, to kindly convey the vote of thanks and to declare the event to be open.
Thank you, Suha, for giving me this opportunity. A lovely and warm morning to all of our guests and most valued worthy teams, respected faculties, and beloved students. It's a matter of pride for me that I am proposing a vote of thanks for this conference. I, on behalf of my colleagues and entire organizing team, first of all, spread my most sincere thanks to the God. I want to thank our honorable chief guest of today's inaugural function, Mr. P.K. Satapathy, Executive Director, Personnel and Administration, RSP Cell, who gave his vital time from his busy schedule to grace this conference. I want to thank our Honorable Director, Sir Professor K. Umamaheshwar Rao, for his presence and support this conference. I'd like to thank the head of the department and chairman of the ICBSEE 2022, Professor Kunal Pal, for all his support and suggestions at time to make this event successful. I would like to thank the administration of NIT Rourkela for helping us to organize this event smoothly. I would like to extend my gratitude to Professor Rohan Dhiman, Registrar of NIT Rourkela, and Dean Shrik, Professor Shantanu Paria, Sir, for their continuous help and support. I also want to thank all the professors, keynote speakers, researchers, participants for their cooperation in this conference. We are really fortunate to thank the dedicated and well-motivated delegates joining us for this conference and sharing their research, knowledge, and experience with us. I would like to thank Professor G. Donggu, Editor-in-Chief of Journal of Biodeterioration and Biodegradation, Professor Jonathan Sass, Editor-in-Chief of Journal of Applied Biochemistry and Biotechnology, Professor V. Jigathesan, Editor-in-Chief of Journal of Environmental Quality Management, Professor Ionis R. Plus, Editor-in-Chief of Journal of Sustainable Energy Technology and Assessment, for providing us the opportunity to publish guest-edited special issues in their reputed journals under these conference themes. I would like to extend my gratitude to ICBSEE series advisors, Professor G. Gaulin, Professor V. Jigathesan, Professor G. Dongo, and Dr. A. Davre, for their continuous support and suggestions. I would like to thank our sponsors, IGIN, NIT Rourkela Diamond Jubilee Grant, SV Scientific, Cyan International, Azure, for supporting us financially. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my colleague cum friend, Professor Angana Sarkar, for having this idea to organize such series of conferences jointly with me and continuing this successfully for the third time. Finally, it's time to thank the most dedicated, hard-working team of volunteers. Without their day and night effort, this conference would have not been possible. I really feel lucky to have such team of volunteers. Once again, I'd like to state that we all are glad to all the speakers here over the conference. We thank you for being with us. It remained a pronounced pleasure for us. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Once again, on behalf of the ICBSEE India 2022 Organizing Committee and NIT Rourkela, I welcome you all to the conference. I hope the deliberations provided here will broaden your outlook and motivate you to establish cleaner and greener environment. I now request our esteemed delegates and participants to please join us for the national anthem of India. Thank you all. So we will end this inauguration session with a short video of our beautiful campus of NIT Rourkela and a glimpse of the previous ICBSEE conferences. I hope all of you will enjoy.